So a Twitter spat has erupted between Pauline Hanson and some of the Greens members. Pauline Hanson tells Senator to piss off back to Pakistan over comments about the Queen. Don't really care about what people's opinion is on the Queen. Some people are happy about it, some people are sad about it, and a bit indifferent. It's just another major historical event that we seem to be living through every couple of months, or even every month. Pauline Hanson has told a fellow senator to piss off back to Pakistan after the MP commented on the death of the Queen. Pauline Hanson has told Marine Farqui to piss off back to Pakistan after the Green senator called the Queen a leader of a racist empire. The One Nation leader took offence to the Pakistani-born MP, tweeted that she would not mourn the death of the Queen. Condolences... read the tweet here. Condolences to those who knew the Queen. I cannot mourn the leader of a racist empire built on stolen lives, land and wealth of colonised peoples. We are reminded of the urgency of treaty and First Nations justice and reparations for British colonies and becoming a republic. Now, England was one of the first places to ban slavery. They actually sent ships to stop American slavers and French slavers off the coast of Africa. Put quite a lot of investment in it back in the day. But I don't know if the Queen ever did anything, any colonising of her own. She wasn't really old enough to stopped enough of the colonisation by then. Queen was actually known for helping, reduce the colonies around with Kenya and that she was happy that Kenya had removed himself from a colony and went back to their own rule. Senator Hanson responded a few hours later, expressing the disgust at the comment. Your attitude appalls and disgusts me. When you immigrated to Australia, you took every advantage of this country, she said. You took citizenship, bought multiple homes and a job in a parliament. And it's clear you're not happy. So pack your bags and piss off back to Pakistan. Some people back Senator Hanson, including one person who wrote, I 100% agree with you. Nobody, especially her, should not be saying, that was good fucking English there, mate. Should be saying disrespectful stuff about the Queen. I think this person should just pack her bags, I'm guessing, and go back to where she came from, as we don't want any sort of that person in our country. So news.com, I think you need to go and fucking proofread this a bit. But she's right. She's, come here from Pakistan, got to the, top of the Australian political party, where she gets quite a comfortable pay at our taxpayers' expense. And she's sitting there bagging out Australia, saying that England as well is racist, and fucking look at where you are. I mean, if we were that racist and Australia was that racist, would you be a sitting member, in Parliament? Would you have any sort of fucking voice like that? No, you wouldn't, would you? But others were critical of her response, including one person who commented her tweet was a poor taste. Go back to where you came from. Attitude sucks. Part of living in this country is free speech. Speaking about parts of the country you're upset about is better than apathy. At least she cares. It's, yeah, you're right. It is free speech. But the Greens don't like freedom of speech. The Greens trod on any sort of freedom of speech when they don't approve of it. If you say something bad against the Greens, or if you say something that I don't agree with about the Alphabet Army or anything like that, or a minority, then the Greens think you should be banned, shut down and silenced. Other Greens MPs have made political comments, including Greens leader Adam Band. Rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth. Our thoughts... here it is. Rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth. Our thoughts are with her family and all who loved her. Now Australia must move forward. We need treaty with First Nations people, and we need to become a republic. Now, we don't need a fucking treaty with the First Nations people of Australia, because First Nations people of Australia are Australians. They're not a separate fucking community. You can sit there and kick and throw and carry on about it, but you're not. My dad's Aboriginal. I don't look Aboriginal, obviously. I get shit about it all the time. But it's a little bit more... it's a little bit more hard to pin down than just black and white here in Australia. It's not like in America where, you know, they had such a massive slavery problem and things like that, and there's a lot of, you know, bad blood between them that obviously just keeps getting fucking stirred up by the political fucking left and right, and, you know, the media loves stirring racial tension. Adam Bandt, he is one of those kind of people. He loves anyone in the Greens really loves stirring up racial tension. Anytime that there's it's an Australia Day coming up, what do we hear about in the news? All we hear about is we need to change the date. It's not Australia Day, it's Invasion Day. Bullshit like that. This guy here fucking sums it up. You're a clown of the highest order and a human of the lowest form. Given your hate for our nation so profoundly, I would encourage you to take a hike out of Australia and don't look back. I think the nation would join me in celebrating your departure. 100 fucking percent. 100%. Adam Bandt, fuck off. Now, next Australia Day, we're going to have the same fucking thing again. It'll be Invasion Day bullshit. Next Anzac Day, they try to get rid of Anzac Day. Instead of unifying the country as a whole, people like the Greens, people like, you know, from fucking Channel 9, Channel 7, places like that, ABC, SBS are fucking renowned for it. They like to separate into two different colours, which is fucking racist as shit. You're saying that any Australian that's white has no right to their land because Aboriginals were here first. Shit like that. It doesn't make fucking sense. Now, Australia has a lot of, like, blood spilt with Indigenous people. World War One, World War Two, you know, the defending Darwin when the Japanese attacked, things like that. There's Vietnam War, you know, you name it, everything. We've spilt blood together over the last how many years, and you think we'd be trying to unite as a country, but people like this, Adam Bandt and the Greens, they like making money and profiteering off of racial division. And it won't stop. The Queen passing away is just another excuse for them to get their propaganda and get their rhetoric out there so you can see them being proactive and pretending to give a fuck, but they don't give a fuck about anyone. All they want to do is line their own pockets. This Marine, she's sitting here in a high seat of Australian Parliament, bitching and whinging that she's oppressed and that we're all racist and the English Empire is racist. It's pretty fucked up. Now, Senator Hanson, she obviously says some silly things sometimes. I think she's pretty much hit the nail on the head here, though. These two fucking retards. Hopefully this comes back to bite them in the ass and they get voted out. Hopefully they change jobs and fucking whittle away somewhere so we don't have to hear about them and we don't have to fucking read their stupid tweets. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Retribution!